1, 2, 3. This is me. Me. All about me. It's 244 G Street. Chula Vista. March 2019. Where my real ID was stolen from those who are impersonating employees at County Mental Health off Rosecrans. Yeah, hee ha ha, you'll get them back. You put my birth certificate back, but somewhere along the line it was stolen through you guys again. And being other robots. And them learning how the prisoner thinks since 1943. Where I blew it. And Robot Sandy is no longer there. Nor at 333 with Karen. Because Karen Hall, my one and only sister, is going to care what Sandy Walters' and I's relationship would be. Who went to Kenny Henry's with me. Well, I already know I'm not going to stay there, so I'm putting my items at my mother's. But that in which I could carry to Alpha Projects. 2019 March. But my real ID that was replaced for free because everywhere, except for on the internet, and if you're talking to any of them, including Mary Phelps Leonard. Potrero is a reservation. And I didn't need a voucher to freely replace it. Well, the first one went under investigation as to what and where and who. Well, I'm just saying the fraudulent and impersonated DMV, that those who built us and left Earth from a germ overtaking Earth. That's the bacteria, fungal infection in my blood and many others. And connect to the technology they have here on Earth for many different purposes, which one is the assignment given to the military that we're used in, and I'm of the poorest of all. Some are like Frank and get given, everything, but and others are like Joshua and supposedly a partner in San Diego Vice, a house in both their names. But the reality is, it's just there's up in the sky who about us, left us a long time ago, used their technology here to build other technology, and learn how their capture that the virtual reality showed them on their screens, for lack of a better description and knowledge, if you will, all in which has been taught to me, schooled, SKOOLED. And there is no government. There are no law. They unstaged of all that. Well, they just pop us all around. Their technology, even a blade of grass. Thank you. About 8 years ago, in Skyway showed to reunite with my sons. Nothing else, in which we all know. And just recently, and we're everybody, but it's intent, even though there's 210-22203, anyone to harass me or anything else, is to be charged on that if there's a real government going. For the Marxist law that they popped up and staged, that California does, starting in 2008. And so I'm supposed to, do something about them being niggers and stuff, where I'm a white fucking light-skinned nigger, and we already went through all that. And the San Diego Chief of Police, well, he's dark like them. And others, we don't care about that one. Virtual reality don't give a shit what a prisoner thinks or does in his intentions. But we're everybody. And to me, a miracle mother, when all this Skyway show and impersonating Smoky Point CPS and stuff, making a visit to her in Oklahoma, being which Sandy Walters, Armin has to have a restraining order on him in 93. In order for Carol to get him, Joseph Robot, back from Sandy Walters. We don't care. We don't know to this day why. What about Armin? But anything about her son that she didn't know was a robot anyway from Sandy, that CPS is going to be called about that. Now CPS is going to be told how Sandy's not there, and unfortunately how to have her watch Joseph. Well, she's in the hospital having a nervous breakdown about Joe. We're supposed to have asked her to be the president of the Hells Angels stage for the scenarios with this thing. Donald Edward Ivester, Hawkeye, in 1989. And that's why Dictionary Hill would have been delivering me when I'm with, to ask me to be the president of the Hells Angels, goddamn motherfucking lawyer. Period. Not all of a sudden without Ernie. And remembering that I even, whenever later, 20 years, befriended Donnie, so obviously no respect. The Dictionary Hell dude, you're gonna let her know how she didn't give any pussy for drugs. As if brand new we're here to take retaliation on her and take her kids and shit. With no Borrego who's ever been busted or in jail or killed or anything. And Dawn and Duffy and Dawn, and there was never a Dawn, Nold, or anybody that was nice to her. 83, Park Hill Apartments. She just went ahead and went with Dawn Nold Ivester. And never has talked to him like that in her life. But somehow, all natural as if. And everything in that apartment is supposed to be about her dad and Don Duffy. Well, there was never a Don that was nice to her. Or you'd see him in her life today. And then. Well, you're trying to, think that Donald Ivester is who? Thinking you're doing something to him when you didn't even have him unfrozen, winning anything. You thought you were doing anything to you. Evidently, blind Donnie, all of a sudden off the rocker, gonna be Crystal, telling her Donnie's blind because of her. But prior, we were gonna be saying we never heard about her, so that didn't sound right. And she just doesn't know what little she knows of in the first place, but pretty sure that they wouldn't be leaving girls in charge. First time ever. And I was impersonating San Diego Sheriff, who has to go have her tell them why she's there having coffee. And she asked for her receipt to pay for the coffee at the cafe. I know we can thank the Border Patrol for telling me where I lived. But San Diego Sheriff impersonating, who's now going to be going down I Street, and end of, of course, Halloween 2019, when, John, that is the robot, that's Joe. They weren't twins before. Is taking me away, waiting for the next day to have my court for not trespassing on the Morgan's property, nor being protected, and had a Marshall's Law case number opened of who had to beat her up. 10 cents each, she said free hit. Well, she wasn't even filming at that time, pretending to, but, we can't have our things on. But get in it on purpose, and then say she did. Get in, not worry about parking her in front of a camera and tell her how she's supposed to worry about it. Watch what she does. And we're going to let it be Steve Holly when he's not himself. And Sherry, I don't care if it's a cookie or not or anything. Those things don't bother me when the tree's out yet. But we're everybody, and we, at times, will let that thing hop on one of us. But we always, and we just love, baby, well, virtual reality, you're eating her, but while she's here, she's not food. That's just your own imagination. You haven't ever done a shit to her. Then you're going to do it again. And what the fuck are you talking about? Nobody's talking to the fucking thing. It's going to make it about that. Supposedly wants information. Doesn't seem to listen or have it. You know the truth, I know, unless, Mike tells me, I don't believe it. I know nothing of a Frank or anybody else's name I use. I don't know why I fucking use certain names. People are bothered. I know I didn't use Roger or Mike's. It's going to have his shit all twirled up around him like it does anyway, everybody. And, you know, dare it to, you know, let her suck on a one-leg nug. You know, like Yogi's wife or girlfriend, who's going to let us know how she did, because she's going to go out of her way to let us know how she did and go to in the room when Guillermo's there. I was being heaven for 7-Eleven. God, just tell you, there's no purpose for Laura to have not been, you know, checked out. And as to why Carol is not able to say she wants her fucking arrested for fucking putting her hands on her, spraying her with hose, having Sherry's voice coming out of her. What the fuck is she there for? But thank you very much for my keychain, 2022, you know. Sherry made 2020, but I never got one. You know? Anyways, I've already shared. I don't have to undo my bag and stuff, just to show you again. Well, it was whoever's connected to her made sure it was out there at, you know, the Outback. In San Diego, it's called Imperial Beach, by Home Depot. That's, you know, able to just keep up bopping and everything else, laws or not, because nobody of righteousness would take care of it, of those that get killed out there and murdered and raped and everything ripped from them and stolen, and oh my God, and ha ha ha, and you know, billies that run around with security and predators who they're going to sell and be sacked up for to say that's drugs and you want it. And good deal for you. And oh, I thought you said 20. When all recorded and seen and knowing. Running around on a scooter is that, which is something that's like of that thing, being the prisoner, you know, the girl side. Not a Harley motorcycle, you know, like when it's a Bonnie. Forgetting there was a transgender in Hawaii as a Korean, Jonathan Carla, DMV. And there's no box, whether you're a girl or boy, you just don't put one. Now, where did that dolphin or shark or whatever it is, there it is, or whale, go? It's right in there. A bit more. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you, Reggie the Whale? Are you going to come up on your tail? And that's everything, no matter what, is technology. We learned that in Skyway, so, you know, that dog has humans or whatever connected to it, and so does everything else. Its intentions, the prisoner that they communicate with, is to be a pit bull and bite her face, but not, you know, shred it because it's going to chomp. Or Bruno, that doesn't have to be quarantined to find out it's never had a rabies shot, or the other 3 dogs just nip in, and we kill all that where we are if anything's like it. Let me just say, again, thank you for being a part of my day in this virtual reality simulated. So this is what it was like in the real 2023. That they chose to use, that they put digital, to communicate with this fucking thing they caught. The things that should be up my ass not to mean anything, when I'm always continuously just shooting it with my, you know, double barrel shotgun at both kneecaps with truth like I am and not giving a fuck. Now impersonate T. Smith, San Diego Police Department. And again, down there in the Imperial Beach area, for, of course, that Billy that thinks that he can 86 anybody. because everybody out there wants bad shit happening. And I guess he has fits, so we should really care. Well, even all everybody's all don't want him having fits. How do you spell my name? We don't have to talk to you. Yes, you do have to give us 2 IDs. No, you don't. All fucking aggressive stuff. What are you gonna do? Flip her over, handcuff her up, and steal her supplements? So you can have real supplements. Time release. Go to sleep. Night night. Something you don't have even in your like aspirin. Wait out. Laughing at the Billy robot. That's going to be the Billy that I guess they're talking about when one time she came through in her car at 99-cent store and asked, where's Billy? And you guys know Billy. I just thrown it out there, bored. And she's being her Billy. Who better have his dick at least in her for 48 hours, healing the wonderful, wonderful healings of human touch when not feeling violated, you know. And then she has to go out again, you know. Sick like she is to this day. Now, I guess, you know, being a stalker or whatnot, it's got to be down there. I was thinking, you know, it wants to be on her fucking camera. Doing fucking shit as if she's interacting. No, we're fucking not. At all. I don't know the fucking thing. I'm able to talk through my robot's ass from my fucking microphone where I am. My robots don't know shit. And we're not connected to just Carol. Well, first impression is bullshit, so you shouldn't even think that it's anything. If I was judging you come dressed up, you're going in, man. You get killed, I guess, because that's how they live where they are. You don't have time for jails, institutions, just death. Thank you very much for everybody. Thank you, prisoner, for getting in our, you know, films, making our own life and everything about you. All about you. And that's all it is about. Well, we walk our robot around doing whatever the fuck we do and have for 57 years with her. Keep her ignorant or not. Whatever the fuck. I'm more than sure. 210-22203. San Diego Police Department has the case number open for all these in which won't ever come back up again. Once they close their eyes, they'll be in waxy storage. Which the facility where Las Colinas once was staged. But from somebody's fuck up, they think that we don't know because we're not the same people. We're going to cover it up like Imperial Beach and other places and move across the street. Because evidently we're covering evidence up. Oh my. Well, gee, and then we're going to go back. We're going to go in the garage of the Children's Police Department. You know, Steve and, you know, nobody gets in trouble. You know, CJ, because it's not them. But, you know, it's not Carol either. It's nobody. Oh, please. You're trying to tell her again. Laughing at you. Fuck you. You stay miserable and not exercise. And only laugh when you think you did something heard or ha 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 ha.